A terrific night for football as EA Sports takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in the capital city of Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
A loss of 4 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And he's going to go down again.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And some room to work. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You can wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. Runs home, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Tennessee.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Broncos 7, Titans nothing.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Option play, and Kaepernick's going to run with it. They find some open field here. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my...
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score, Broncos 14, Titans nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 2nd down. Tannehill. He's got his man on the crossing route. He's at the 40, past the 20, and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
To number 18.
A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Jakeem Grant now to return. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's 2nd and inches at the 40.
2nd down and inches. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 57 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He's going to air one out, and he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get that complete to Albert O. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. KJ Hamler on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a 1st down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The Titans 1st down.
Got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he will have a 1st down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult 1st half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this 1st half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This is Jakeem Grant. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Now left side on the swing pass. That catch good for only a couple.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Right there. Easy.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 65 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Broncos 35, Titans 7. Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Tannehill. And the Broncos get there and take him down. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
3rd down. 3rd and
Tannehill. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Play action. Now Kaepernick. It's complete to Grant. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
This to Jacobs on the toss right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brought down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Josh Jacobs, already his second touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will swell by one more.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the
So
play.
stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Off the option, that's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Josh Jacobs with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The kick is
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score. Broncos 49. Titans.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And Titans has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
22-yard line.